I love Steph, man. I mean, the guy has completely revolutionized the game. Coming into the league as a young man in 2011 and seeing what, only seeing glimpses of what he was capable of, because he wasn't as healthy, those early 2000s. So we only got to see glimpses. But when he caught fire, man, everybody was on notice. And me as a point guard, or just as a lead guard on my team growing up in Cleveland at the time, he was the guy that really set that standard.
I was the scrawny, undersized kid that was, the smallest on my team, every team I played, and it kind of unlocked the superpower of work ethic and confidence and perseverance, because nothing was really given to me.
They're a fast-paced team, and they have, the green light to shoot and take tough shots. So, like, for us, we couldn't fall in that trap, because we're not like a 3-point shooting team the way they are.
Modern MJ, I used to see this playing with the Bulls. Half the crowd's got, red 23 jerseys on, and, now half the crowd's got blue and yellow 30 jerseys. Steph is, he transcends the game. He elicits an emotion from people. I think because he's so awe-inspiring with his play that no matter where we go, there are people who are cheering for him and can't wait to see him.
He's still Steph Curry, and he's still shooting the piss out of the ball. But him getting as strong as he got has actually changed his game. It's actually made him much more effective. Like, you can't run him off his spot. You can't just bump him and he's falling over. He's getting to where he wants to go. Mm-hmm. And so I think his dedication in the weight room, when I say dedicate, that man is in the weight room every single day.
Stephen Curry has taken shooting in the art form of it and moving without the ball to a different level. And every, because I have a 9-year-old and I go to all these, these games, the first thing kids do, they know they can't dunk and fly like Michael Jordan, but they all believe they can shoot like Stephen Curry. And that's the first thing they do, is start hoisting up threes to try and be like their hero, Stephen Curry.
Well, he's certainly changed the game. He's shown young people around the world that you can innovate the point guard position. He plays fast. He's got an incredible handle. It's a bar that he's setting that young people have to, or can strive to attain. So it certainly set the league on notice, and you see the players around the league that are trying to, catch up to him.
Steph, he's different. Like, he's more like reserved, more quiet, but he's a leader. He leads more by example, but talks when needed, but he works. And he gives confidence to everybody. You know what I'm saying? A couple times, like, sometimes when I wouldn't shoot the ball, like, Steph would get up, like, Quinn, you know what I'm saying? Like, we believe in you, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I remember that time where I was going crazy when he wasn't playing. Like, every halftime he's texting me, yo, you can do this, you can do that. If he wasn't at the game, you can do this, you can do that. And just like, I think he's the greatest point guard of all time. I might be biased, but just to have somebody like that, you know what I'm saying, give you confidence and still be tapped into what I'm doing.
It's amazing. I mean, you look at how this kid shoots the ball from behind the three-point line. He shoots it like it's a layup. There's no restriction. He's been a game changer. I mean, you look at his threes attempts compared to Ray Allen, and Ray Allen probably was getting 3 to 5 a game, whereas Steph is probably getting 10 to 15 a game. So I don't see any players in the league that can really change this landscape unless him and Klay get on separate teams.
He's tough.
Bro, you were on the floor with greatness.
Like,
that was his legacy game.
You know what's crazy? Because, like, you know how, like, I grew up in Charlotte, man. Like, so I grew up watching, and I went to college and I watched the Warriors, Cleveland Cavaliers, like, series.
You were a part of that.
And I'm a part of the losing side of history, but I remember watching it, bro, and I was like, yo, he was absurd to watch. And then I played against him, I was like, he's different, bro.
He's different, bro.
But Steph Curry is the most impactful player on a team in the league.
Because the gravity.
Bro,
the gravity.
You have to go on him as well on the ball as you do off. Like, once he gets off the ball, you're probably more scared of him off the ball than you are on.
Just mutual respect. Obviously, 2 big performances. I was glad that we got the win, but obviously,
he's one of all-time greats, and just to earn his respect and get a win on the same night, it's a good night.
A legend in the game. He changed the game. When a guy changed the game, some way, somehow, you got to expand the Mount Rushmore. You know what I mean? Like, who says it only could be this many people? Like, Steph Curry changed the game. His face needed.
What do you think of when you watch Steph Curry?
I see a calmness about him. I see a calmness about him, and I think it's something that a lot of players don't understand. I think the fans, it's very hard for the fans to really understand what I'm saying, because most players don't get it. But there's a serious calmness about him, which is extremely deadly, right? Because he's not up, he's not down, he's not contemplating what just happened before or worrying about what's to come next. He's just there. And when a player has the skills and has trained himself to have the skills to be able to shoot, dribble, left, right, etc., and then you mix that with this calmness and poise, then you have a serious, serious problem on your hands. And so when I watch him play, that's
Steph 4 times this year. It's hard.
Is it?
Yeah, it's extremely hard to guard, because he's like, you have guys like Kyrie and Dame who do everything off the dribble. I think it's kind of easier to guard a guy like that. Like, it's not easy to guard it at all, but you're not using as much energy as when Steph throws the ball, runs to the other corner, catches it, does a couple dribble moves, come off pick and roll, throws it again, and then gets 3 down screens. It's not even a play. It's just them knowing what each other want to do. So I think it's so hard guarding Steph. You have to be in the best shape of your life.
The way that he's able to affect the game by able to run around and play off the ball and get himself open. And it's just tough on a defender because you can't take a break. The instance you think that he's not doing anything, the play's over for him, and that's when you get beaten. That's when you get burnt, and that's when that mentality comes in. And you got to stay ready. You can't give up. You got to keep going. And so for him, he can affect the game in all levels: passing, playmaking, shooting the ball, scoring the ball. So he got the whole package, and you have to be able to guard every last thing he has.
Do I believe that I'm one of the best players in the league, and the way I help my team be great and win games, it's efficient and effective? Yeah, I do believe. I'm mature enough, I'm old enough to understand that. Do I believe I'm the best player in the world? No. A great series, but he didn't win. How can he be the best when I won? So that's how I view it. I believe that the best player in the world is Steph Curry until the next player.
What Steph does is something unbelievable. I just, like I said after the game, I just think every shot is gonna go in when he shot it. So it's unbelievable the way he plays the game, and it's enjoyable to watch, even if you're
movement without the ball.
He's constant motion.
We've never seen probably a basketball player in better condition and understand angles and how to come off that screen,
right,
and also be on balance to still shoot,
right,
and he can shoot off balance too,
right.
We've never seen that before,
right.
And for him to be that small, but he can shoot from almost half court,
right,
yes, and he's not throwing it,
right,
he's shooting it,
yes.
We've never seen that before. And then he's a killer.
I think he can do it as long as he wants. Steph works so hard. He's in great shape, and he really just loves the game. He's extremely competitive, so I think Steph can do this until he's 40. His game is suited for it. He's not a power player. He's powerful, but he's obviously his game is based off more finesse, and he'll do it for as long as he wants.
Be honest with you, I'm not gonna lie to you.
The way he moves without the ball is the worst part. But just the way he moves without the ball, the way, it's honestly their system too. It fits him to perfection. You literally can't ever relax. And I remember game 1 and 2, chasing him and Klay around, and I couldn't make a shot. Everybody's looking at me like, why can't you make a shot? I'm like, I ain't got no legs. But his approach to the game too is special. Just the way that he, sees the game and the way he goes about the game. it was a lot of fun to play them. Obviously, happy we won. But nah, it's hell to guard him.
Ball is not the problem with Steph Curry. He's the fucking problem. Steph is most dangerous when he doesn't have the ball, which is not. It's not many guys all time in our league that's most dangerous without the ball. I'm telling them, listen, guys. I've been in more than enough wars with those guys. More than enough. I understand it, so I get it. I come from a different point of view, POV. But when Steph decides to cut inside the lane, don't relax. He's coming back up. Right. Yeah. He's coming back up. But you have to have, that's reps and reps and reps and reps of actually guarding something that's uncomfortable. Guarding Steph is uncomfortable. And the problem with our guys in our league, they're not comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Not saying, I'm just wondering, because he's been consistently the best shooter his whole career. I'm wondering, is it time to start putting him as the best player of all time?
Best player? You put him over you?
In the conversation.
I'm asking you.
Yes.
You put him over you. You yourself put Steph Curry over you.
Yeah, this is why he's my favorite player.
I'm not saying favorite. He might be my favorite too, but I'm just asking you, think he's better than you?
I played 20 years, watched 20 years before that. I've never seen a guy like him. And he's doing it consistently, and he has championships.
You put him over Michael?
No, I'm not putting him anywhere. I'm saying,
okay,
for all the chitter chatter, is it time to just put him in the conversation?
I think he's a.
I'm asking the fans, is it time to start putting him in the conversation as one of the best players ever?
He's one of the greatest showmen that I've ever seen. Like you love the spectacular, right? You love to do something that nobody else does, and it took me a while to learn that. Our first year together, you were taking some of those threes, and I had the voice of every coach I ever had saying, "That's a terrible shot. That's a terrible shot." Right? And then I realized that's part of your superpowers, that you love to put on a show. But what I had to piece together was part of the show is it also wins. This is not just doing crazy stuff for the hell. This helps us win. You know how many, he made a full court shot at the end of the Memphis series, our first year together, at the end of the third quarter in a brutal 6-game series. He makes an 80-foot shot that basically helps us win. So he, not only does he love to put on a display for the fan, but he knows he's gonna make some.
He's just a fantastic person. Oh my God, what a great guy. And again, he's different than everyone thinks. He's a better all-around player given credit. And I think it's